Everyone doesn't need to worry. So thank you for joining me today. We're actually going to start today's practice on our back. So if you'd like, you could stay down there. As a suggestion, I like to have my feet as wide as the mat and letting my knees kind of fall in together to kind of just let your lower back melt into the mat. A nice way to kind of relax and get into your body. We're going to be moving fairly slow today. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling a little bit more stressed, maybe some adrenal fatigue. So much going on right now. If at any point you feel like you just need to rest and lie on your mat, then please do. Scan your body while we're here. See if anything feels tight. Any niggles, any pain. And as we're here, we'll start to bring a bit of awareness to our breath. So just counting our inhales and our exhales, and see if maybe you can have your exhales be a little bit longer than your inhales. And whenever you feel ready, we'll slowly make our way into a seated position, moving slowly, maybe rolling onto your side. Keeping your eyes closed if you'd like, crossing your legs, if that's comfortable for you. From here, we're going to inhale our arms up and overhead. Nice and tall, just gently stretching those arms. See if you can pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, let's bring the arms back down. Inhale again one more time, overhead. This time we'll interlace the thumbs. Slightly longer stretch. That's comfortable for you. This time we'll exhale, place the right hand down to the mat, stretching out towards the side. If you'd like, you can take that left hand, Placing it behind your head, opening that shoulder a little bit. If your shoulders are quite tight or your chest muscles, this might feel uncomfortable. So just go ahead and reach that arm over. We don't want to ever stretch in a way that hurts our body. Switching sides, left fingertips to the floor, right hand sweeps up and over. Hand behind your head if you'd like. We'll come back to center. We come into some seated cat and cow. So we'll place our hands on our knees, using them sort of as leverage if you'd like. We can exhale, curving the spine, creating this concave shape. And then inhaling as we lift our chest. Maybe you can pull on your knees if you'd like to help lift the chest a little bit further. Exhale, curving the spine. And moving with your own breath. Making some circles if you'd like, if that feels good in your hips and your spine. We'll make our way into a tabletop position. We have a few low lunges and positions on our knees today. So if you do have sensitive knees, you can always fold your mat over or back down if your knees get uncomfortable. Here we'll have the wrists below shoulders, knees below hips, neutral spine. Then we're going to straighten that right leg up behind us and then reach the left arm, elongating our spine, reaching nice and long. And then we'll tuck the elbow into the knee, reaching out long again one more time, and bring it back down to the mat. Switching sides, left leg goes out nice and long, right arm, mat. Let's bring that elbow, knee to tap, curving the spine. Inhale again, nice and long. Exhale, back down to the mat. From here, we're going to push ourselves back towards a child's pose. As we push back, really push into your hands. Maybe your sit bones come to your heels, maybe they don't. Just creating some space in your spine. Opening up the backs of those arms as we push into the fingertips. A few more breaths here. From here, we'll make our way into a downward facing dog. So let's tuck those toes, lift the tailbone, push back. Keep a nice bend in those knees if your hamstrings are tight. We'll walk our knees out. Any stretches that might feel good for you. This is probably the first downward dog of the day for most of us. Maybe you'd like to bend both your knees, pushing your belly towards those knees and then straightening them. Let's look forward between our hands. Walk or tiptoe up to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's ragdoll those arms. Just let them hang here. See as if you breathe here, maybe you can feel your back expanding on your inhales. And we'll slowly inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold back down, keeping a small bend in those knees, this time grabbing a hold of the elbows. If you'd like, you can swing them side to side, or just let the weight of your arms place a gentle stretch in your spine, keeping a bend in those knees. Slowly release. We're going to rise up very slowly. We won't bring our hands overhead. We've been upside down for a few moments. Let's roll those shoulders as we rise. Now we'll inhale our arms up and overhead, moving slowly. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We'll step back straight to downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale the right leg up nice and long, three-legged dog. Bring it forward, place it between your hands, coming into a low lunge, so that left knee comes down to the mat. Untuck those toes. Check if your hips are square to the front of the mat. When you're ready, we'll inhale. Rise our arms up and overhead. Shoulders away from the ears. Place our hands either side of that right foot. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up slowly. Bringing our hands to our heart center. We'll inhale again, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale the left leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward between your hands, lowering to low lunge. So untuck those toes. Placing your hands on your hips if you'd like. When you're ready, arms up and overhead. Checking your shoulders are away from the ears, really sinking into that hip. Place the hands either side of that left foot, tuck that toe, step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up slowly, arms up and overhead. Bring them down to your heart center. And again, inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, stepping back, downward facing dog. Breathing here for 3 breaths. And again, we'll inhale the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, place it between your hands, coming into low lunge again. Arms up and overhead. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, hands either side of the right foot. This time we're going to step back to a high plank. I'm going to take a very slow chaturanga. Lowering your knees if you'd like, instead of putting all the weight. Lower all the way down. Coming in small upward facing dog, baby cobra. Whichever is right for your spine. Push your way back, downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. Let's inhale that left leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, place it between your hands, lower that left knee, rise up, low lunge. Your next exhale, let's bring your hands down to the mat, either side of the left foot, step back, high plank. From here, you can take a chaturanga at your regular speed, maybe lower your knees, listening to your body. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Looking forward between your hands, we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time as we rise up, we're going to come into chair pose. So let's bend those knees, sweep the arms up and overhead. Imagine that you're sitting on the ledge, shoulders away from the ears. Maybe look down and see if you can see your toes. See if you can sit back a little bit further, playing with the balance here. Exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale, rise up, all the way up this time. Hands to our heart center. And again, inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, place it between your hands, coming into low lunge again, moving a little bit quicker. Arms up and overhead. Excellent. Exhale, hands either side of that right foot. Step to the front of the mat, halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, hands to your heart center. And again, inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, left leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, step up between your hands, low lunge. Sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands either side of that left foot, stepping to the top of the mat, halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Inhale again, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, stepping back, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale the right leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Coming into warrior one this time. So step it forward between your hands. Small step in with your left foot on a 45-degree angle. Heels are in line. Rising up. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, hands either side of your right foot. From here, we'll step straight back, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, left leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, place it between your hands, warrior one. So small stepping with that right foot, heels are in line, arms overhead. Last breath here. Let's exhale, hands either side of that left foot, step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. From here, we'll shift our weight forward to plank. Option for knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Three breaths here. Inhale, right leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it between your hands, rising up to warrior one again. So small step in with that left foot, arms overhead. This time we'll take our fingers, lower them behind our back, interlacing them if that's comfortable for you. Straighten that front right leg, folding forward. Lifting the arms up if you'd like, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Or maybe you'd like to keep the hands on your lower back. One more breath here. Slowly rising up, leading with your chest, arms back overhead, warrior one. Let's place our hands either side of that right foot. Step back to high plank. Option for vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So if we're going chaturanga, tucking those elbows in. Inhale. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, left leg up, nice and long, 3-legged dog. Bring it forward, place it between your hands, warrior one. One more breath here. We'll lower our hands behind our back, interlacing those fingers if it's comfortable for you, straightening that front left leg as we fold over. Keep a small bend in that knee, don't want to lock it. If your fingers are interlaced, you can lift them up if you'd like. Slowly rising up, let's lower our hands down, leading with the chest. Warrior one. Exhale, hands either side of that left foot. Step back to a high plank. Option for vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Always feel free to go with knees, chest, chin, if that's best for your body today. 2 more breaths here. Three-leg dog again. So inhale that right leg up, nice and long. Exhale, place it between your hands, coming into warrior two this time. Let's rotate that left foot, 90 degrees. Heels in line with the instep of your back foot. We'll windmill those arms open. Lift the palms facing upwards, and then we'll turn them back down, just to help bring our shoulders down. Soft gaze out over those right fingertips. 1 more breath. We'll reverse our warrior, so left hand can go down that left leg or to your lower back. Right arm sweeps up and back. Just opening up that right rib cage. Your next exhale, let's come forward and place that right forearm on the right thigh. Just letting it rest there, not putting any weight. Extend the toes. Left arm sweeps up and over towards the front of the room. Gaze out towards the side or maybe upwards without straining your neck. Let's rise back up, warrior two. Windmill those hands either side of that right foot. Step back to high plank. Option for vinyasa, or you can go straight to downward facing dog. One more breath here. Let's inhale the left leg up, nice and long, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, place it between your hands. Rising up, warrior two. Checking your alignment. Shoulders away from your ears. Soft gaze over those left fingertips. Excellent. One more breath here. Let's take that right hand, sweep it down the back, the right thigh, left hand sweeps up and over. Continuing to breathe as we're here. Next exhale, let's bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm sweeps up and over. Reaching out towards the front of the room. Soft gaze out to the side or maybe looking upwards. A few more breaths here. Let's rise back up, warrior two. Wiggle those hands either side of that left foot, stepping back, high plank for chaturanga, or straight to downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. Let's look forward between our hands and step to the top of the mat. So right foot forward, left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to come into chair again. So let's rise up, bending those knees, sweep those arms overhead. See if you can sit a little bit deeper than last time. Maybe you can lift your toes off the mat. Try playing with your balance while we're here. Two more breaths. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into chair again, so inhale, sweep those arms overhead, you've got this. Let's bring our hands to our heart center this time then. Coming into a twist if you'd like. The option to twist towards the right. If you'd like, you can take that left elbow, placing it on the right knee. Just check that you're not pushing those knees out to the side if you're using them as leverage. Twisting that spine. Last breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Giving those legs a little bit of a wiggle as we're here. One more time. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, chair. Bring your hands to our heart center. Twisting the other way. So right elbow to left knee. Two more breaths, you got this. Coming back to center, forward fold. Give that a big shake. Wiggle those legs. Maybe bend them. When you're ready, we'll slowly rise back up. Meeting into Tadasana, hands to your heart center. Taking a moment here. Closing your eyes. Wiggle those legs a bit more if you need to. Coming back to your breath. And some stillness. When you're ready, we'll slowly open our eyes. Soft gaze. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll step back, downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale the right leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, place it between your hands, warrior one again, sit step. Small step in with that left foot as we rise up. 3 breaths here. Shoulders away from our ears, excellent. We'll interlace our fingers again, so let's lower our hands, interlacing them behind our back, straighten that front leg, fold forward. Keeping a small bend in that right knee. Slowly rise up, meeting with the chest. Arms up overhead, warrior one. From here, we're going to rotate to warrior two. So let's shift that left foot back a little bit, switching it to a 90-degree angle. Opening those arms. Soft gaze over those right fingertips. 3 breaths here. Putting your weight equally into your left foot and to your right foot. Reaching forward reaching equally forward and back. Let's reverse our warrior. Left hand down the left thigh, right arm sweeps up and open. Now let's extend it, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm sweeps up and over. Just check that you're not putting any weight there. You've got this, we're almost there. Have a shake in that leg, just embrace it. Last breath. Rising up, warrior two. Wiggle those hands either side of that right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Walking those legs out if you need. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale the left leg up, nice and long, 3-legged dog. Exhale, place it between your hands, warrior one. Your next exhale, lower those arms behind your back, interlacing your fingers if you'd like. Straightening that left leg as we fold forward. Last breath. And next inhale, rise up, leading with the chest. Warrior one. And from here, we'll spin to warrior two. Wiggle that foot back. Move those arms open. Soft gaze over those left fingertips. Checking your alignment. We'll reverse the warrior. Right hand on the right thigh, left arm sweeps up and over. One more breath here. Let's extend it now. So left forearm to left thigh, right arm sweeping up and over. Soft gaze to the side of the room, or maybe looking upwards if your neck feels comfortable that way. Last breath, you've got this. Rise up, warrior two. Windmill those hands either side of that left foot. Step back, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths here. Looking forward between your hands, we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Don't worry, straight to standing this time. Arms overhead, good fight. From here, we're going to come into tree pose. So let's grip down into those left toes, starting with our right side. So feel free to be playful with this. If you fall out, just come back in. We've got a couple options. You can keep those right toes on the mat, heel your ankle. You can lift that right foot up to your calf. Or you can come to your upper thigh. Whatever is right for you today. Just make sure that you're not over the knee. Finding a focal point, something that's not moving, so probably not me. If you'd like, bring your hands to your heart center, or you can open your arms like branches on a tree. A few more breaths here. Balancing poses are great work for the muscles in our ankles that don't get worked as much as they should. Coming back to standing whenever you're ready. Let's give everything a shake. Switching sides, so let's really grip down with that right foot into the mat. Whenever you're ready, we'll lift the left foot over the ankle, the calf, wherever is right for you. Finding your focal point. Branches open if you'd like, your arms up. A few more breaths here. Lowering back down slowly. Giving everything a shake. Then we'll inhale again, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to high plank, option for Vinyasa, or we can meet in downward facing dog. From here, we're going to take a wide-legged child's pose. So let's bring those knees as wide as the mat. Untuck those toes. So almost like a traditional child's pose, but we'll open our knees this time. If regular child's pose with your knees closed is more comfortable for you, then please do go for that. Pushing your sit bones back, finding a place for that forehead to rest. Slowly make our way back to downward facing dog. So we'll shift our weight forward, tuck those toes, lift the tailbone. We're going to inhale that right leg up nice and long, three-legged dog again. This time we're going to bring that right knee forwards towards that right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. So right knee lowers down. Adjusting that leg forward or back if you need to. Inhale, we're sitting nice and tall. And then exhale, we'll slowly start to fold forward. This may be your pose today. You may be able to work your way further down. We'll be here for a few moments, so find a place that isn't straining your body too much. A few more breaths here if you want to deepen the pose at all. Very slowly, we'll start to rise up, walking those hands back in towards you. Tuck those left toes and push our way back, three-legged dog. Stretch that leg out a little bit more, lowering back down to downward facing dog. Give the legs a wiggle if you like. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. So inhale that left leg up, nice and long, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, placing left knee to your left wrist. Check your hips are squared. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding forward. Leading with that chest. A few more breaths here if you'd like to deepen the pose at all. Your next inhale, we'll slowly make our way up. Rising out, fingertips spread wide on the mat. Tuck those right toes, push back, three-legged dog. And then we'll lower downward facing dog. From here again, we'll lift that right leg, three-legged dog. We're going to bring that right knee and tap it towards that right elbow. So coming to plank. Inhale again, three-legged dog. Right knee taps towards the left elbow, crossing over. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee tapping in towards your chin. Inhale, three-legged dog. Excellent. Lower that leg down, switching sides. Inhale, left leg up, nice and long. Shifting the weight forward, left knee taps left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sorry? Now I'm getting confused. Knee towards chin. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lowering back down. Coming into child's pose. You can have your knees wide or together, whichever feels better for your body right now. When you're ready, we'll slowly rise back up. We're going to come into a seated position. So you can come onto your knees and then just drop down to one side. Swinging those legs out in front of you. We're going to create a fire log with our legs. So in any way that's comfortable for you, we're going to stack one on top of the other. So whichever one you want to put. So it's almost like you're creating a campfire. If your hips are quite tight, that's fine, but let's just create sort of a cross-legged position. There we go. We're going to inhale, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, slowly start to fold forward. Another stretch for our hips, a place where we store a lot of emotions. Coming back to our breath here, see if you can come back to the longer exhales. Just a couple more breaths here. Slowly rising up. Let's spread those legs out in front of us, giving them a shake. And then we'll switch sides. So whichever leg you had on top last time, let's pop that down in the bottom. Another option is to keep the top leg straight. You can even just bring the bottom leg into your inner thigh if you'd like. Whenever you're ready, we're sitting nice and tall. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, let's rise up slowly. Walking our hands back in, giving those legs a shake. Now we're going to come onto our backs. Keeping the knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. We're going to come into bridge pose. So we'll walk our feet back somewhere close to about where our fingertips are, if our hands are down by our side. That's usually a good spot, maybe a little bit further out. When you're ready, we're going to imagine that we've got a block between our thighs as we slowly start to lift our hips upwards to a place that's comfortable for you. You may want to come up onto your shoulders. Just remember to keep a hold of that imaginary block as we're here. Those knees are tractioning out towards your toes. Two more breaths here. Your next exhale will slowly release, coming off your shoulders if you're there. Lowering one vertebrae at a time down to the mat. Let's bring those knees in for a hug. Maybe rocking them side to side. So we're going to take bridge pose one more time. Or if wheel's in your practice, you have the option to come into wheel pose. For those doing bridge with me, whenever you're ready, let's find our heels in the right position. Slowly inhale as we lift those hips. Coming onto your shoulders or just leaving your hands pressed into the mat down your sides. Keep lifting those hip bones up. Two more breaths. Excellent. Whenever you're ready, if you're on your shoulders, you can come down slowly, very slowly, lowering your spine, one vertebrae at a time, hugging those knees again. From here, we're going to come into happy baby. So if this is something that's in your practice, we can have our soles pointing towards the ceiling, reaching here, grabbing a hold of the bottom of your feet, letting the weight of your arms and your hands pull your knees further down towards the mat. Maybe you'd like to push into one foot and then the other, slowly rocking yourself. Massaging your spine on the mat as you go. Then as we lower down, you can find some stillness. We'll bring the soles of our feet together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, so a reclined butterfly. Soles of the feet are pressed together, letting the hips opening gently. See if your spine can relax into the mat. Maybe your hands on your belly, feeling your breath. Maybe one's on your heart. Maybe you'd like to keep them on your hips. Just feeling them gently opening. Using your hands on the outside of our thighs, we'll bring them closed. Bring those knees in towards our chest, and we'll let them drop out towards the right side. You can keep your knees stacked for a twist, or you can take that left leg, hooking it over the right knee if you'd like a deeper twist. Looking out over that left shoulder, maybe with your eyes closed. Switching sides, so let's bring those knees back to center. Let them drop out to the left side. Crossing the right ankle over and under the left knee if you'd like to deepen the twist. This time, we're looking over that right shoulder. Coming back to center, moving slowly. One last hug of those knees, then we'll stretch the legs nice and long. Getting comfortable for Shavasana. Got a sweater or anything you'd like to put on or place on top of you. Let's let our feet fall out to the side. Palms upwards. Letting that spine melt into the mat. Hips are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. And your forehead, not holding any tension. We'll slowly start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, deepening our breath. Whenever you're ready, you can roll onto your side, maybe like a big stretch. We'll meet in a seated pose, with our eyes closed or a soft gaze. Moving slowly, no rush. So I just wanted to read something to you guys while we're here before you go. If you find yourselves being overwhelmed at all today or any time, it says focus on relaxing your eyes, softening the space around your heart. Let the sensations of your day pour over you. Imagine that you are being cleansed by healing waves of the ocean. Thank you all so much for joining me today. You have a nice rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you, Jenn.